Hello, what's happening? Happy Sunday? Yeah, good day. It's a little late. Man, it's been one of them days. Sometimes it be that way though. Just gotta keep on keeping it. You know, we do our best. That's all you can do. Anyhow, it's shit starting to hit the fan worldwide, you know. It's shit going down. You know, like they say, some people don't know what's happening, and people that's just spectators and so on and such. I'm not all that involved in the news. I'm not talking about that. I mean, but you got it. I pick up on the vibe. Shit gonna happen. There's gonna be another one of these housing crises. I know that shit because they just overprice houses. People buying houses, and I think a lot of people bit off way more than what the fuck they could chew. And it's gonna come out in the end. And all the other shit, it's just like it's shifts. Shifts on top of shifts. Motherfuckers, man, it's like all this interdimensional shit, fucking vibes, and it's all real, All of it is real. It's all how your perception is, that's where you gonna be at. And everybody's, man, just the get your shit together season. It ain't gonna last. It never lasts for me. I mean, this is the longest ever, and I'm taking full advantage of it. I could have been paired off somewhere down the line. I mean, I didn't even give it a chance, like, to be that kind of thing. I just, cause I don't be hollering at nobody, not really, not at all. Tried to look at the dating apps and shit, but that shit, man, ain't got no time for that. It's bad enough to make time to do all the other extra things that I want to do, and then I got to sit there scrolling through a bunch of pictures, and for me, it don't work. I get, that's booty call shit. I ain't trying to get no booty call, man. That's all it seemed to me. That's mainly what it's about. Even the one be saying they ain't about that shit. I don't know. And then I'd say there's the Christian factor. Everybody's such great Christians, but nobody ain't Christian in, any way. But they're too scared. Y'all, too scared, no offense. Too scared to, you can't really, according to the thing, you can't question it. To the Bible, to whatever. I mean, that's what people say, Because I question things, man. You got to be a critical thinker. We supposed to be. And there's a lot of fools out here saying a lot of foolish shit and passing it off as wisdom. Man, there's a lot of fools that like to hear that shit. It's telling them what they want to hear. And they be having a large following behind that stuff. Talking about we was Christians in Africa, That don't, like, okay, I hear that. There's a country or a couple countries or a little region in Africa that had been conquered. I mean, that's where this shit come from, man. they'd been conquered by the what you call them, the Arabs, and they, you know, either you gonna be down with Allah or you gonna die. What you gonna do? Oh, Allah, Allah, Allah. Then same thing from whoever it was. I don't know exactly. Just it's kind of like it ain't that hard to figure out. I forget a lot of this stuff. I don't have it in front of me. I can't remember everything, man. I'm not trying to be that. I was wanting to be that guy at one time to know all of those things like that, like Farrakhan or whatever. I studied a lot of it, but you can't, it's only so much you really could retain of those facts and numbers and statistics and things. But and I just ain't trying to entertain all that. It's easy enough to find out. And I've read it. I have a few books that have it there. As long as I had that, I can always reference it. But I didn't, do the research anyway. Don't take my word for it. I can say whatever. Even if I knew the facts and spit it out, I could just be making shit up. So, what it is, what it is, what it is. Yeah, so they if you like from that aspect, it's a religion. And I mean they conquered by the Romans or whatever, right? I think that's what I was trying to think of that I wasn't really worried about thinking of. But whoever it was, somebody this be the case. However, they come with the big guns, man, and that's your choice. So yeah, like it's it's a truth, but it's a really ridiculously misleading truth because them Africans supposedly anyway again that supposedly got on them slave ships that I want to know where the slave ships at. Where is any evidence of it? I'm not saying that it's not. I always thought that, but more and more I still keep asking the question. Maybe we being duped all along. Why wouldn't they lie? That's the question, and there's no reason why they wouldn't lie. They could have already found us here and been and took our land from us and them Indians is the Indians that got mixed with from us with them. Them red Indians, the ones that look like your grandma, you know, or your great aunt or whatever. Man, how you know? How long down? How many generations before no one would they forbidden you to why they don't want you to read and write and things like that, and what's that about? That don't make no sense. Yeah, well, it shouldn't be nothing to forbid. I don't have to forbid a monkey to read and write, do I? Is that a law? Like on the books now? You think? They gonna whip the monkey? Or the dog? Or the duck? Or the pig? Is it against the law for pigs to read? Why would you make it against the law for a fucking animal that you think, like these are, man. Just lost. Yeah, and I guess they would want to hide that so-called, but that's just a distraction. Why they talking about this critical race theory shit? They ain't nothing but a distraction. Don't even it ain't. It don't mean anything. Shit gonna stay the same as it's been. That's how it's been. It's been how it's been. That's how it's gonna be, and that's how it is until something make it that shit change. If if that ever happened, well then yeah. But until then, fuck, we didn't learn nothing about none of that shit. So why? What are they talking about? You gotta learn that on your own. And shit, that's all they doing, really. Anybody with any curiosity gonna look it up. Man, people already know the facts. So I don't know what they. I guess from the in them speaking of Christians in their little Christian belt Bible belt shit. It must be in that little thing that they're trying to protect them because you know they live in a bubble. I ain't knocking homeschool because I homeschool my son, but you know they homeschool. They isolated. They isolated. I mean it is isolating. That was I really had to do a lot of work for to get into activities with other people to avoid that kind of thing. But you could isolate them. All they know is the church and whatever you show them. That's it. That's their world. They don't watch regular TV and things. You know, they watch your stuff, and then they always at the church. So church is their life. That's how they roll. You know they got them churches. They got church. They have the youth thing every week, and you know it'd be pretty. You know whatever. I'd have been dealing with that stuff, but it's trying times. I have to realize like a lot of people is going through a lot of shit. When I'm talking about the house thing going on. But people gonna profit, man. Look, I'm gonna get mine through all this shit. That's why you can't just be talking about I want no job. You got to have some hustle about us, man. Why ain't we trying to build nothing? Why we not trying to get together on things? Oh, but confusion. We can get together on some bullshit, but not on no building shit. It's ridiculous. It's got to stop, man. It's got to stop. Like, why? You know? We got to elevate our minds. It's got to do better than this. I'm telling you. And let's see. Yeah, I guess that's my thing. This critical race thing, the world falling apart. You know, what else? Get your hustle on. You better plant you some food. Get you some seeds and shit. You're always talking about it, you know. And shit, that shit come in handy, I tell you that. Something, whatever. I mean, even if it ain't everything, if it's just something, might not be a bad idea, you know what I mean? Got to do it. I was, yeah, watch your back. Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back. You know? Watch your back. Can't hardly trust no one. It's hard. That's how everybody rolling along. Now, anybody of any age, anyway, youngsters always have friends. I wonder if it's that Snoop, because I think it might not be. People been rolling along. The older you get, the more you realize, who your friends are, and much as you want certain people to be your friends, but at their actions and their, deeds and words and everything, it's a lot of things. And people have the issues to work out, and they don't want to work them out. And they take it out on you. Not necessarily take it out on you. That's who they are, so their actions come out who they are, who they are. They're a person that, jealous or whatever, and it's gonna come out in ways, say little things to dig at you, pick at you, fuck with you, just little things, little subtle things, all over the place, everywhere you go, every time it's always something, and it just leaves questioning in your mind, like did the motherfucker just insult me, you son of a bitch. Like, or whatever, it's always something. What I say, that mental warfare shit, man. Subliminal mental warfare. I'd have been in barbershops with dudes doing that shit, That shit is the worst, man. Why this thing doing that? That's the worst shit there. Cause smiling in your face, talking behind your back, scheming, plotting, everybody trying to get theirs, Everybody want everybody coming through the door that's a walk-in or whatever. So, it just gets real cutthroat. And that's what I'm saying, them digs and things. Playing them fucking games. That's how you see, man. Look, that's how shit happen. All the time. All the time, baby. Yo.